Well, we are just 3 days after Chris Sununu's 48th birthday, and he is running for his fourth term as governor of New Hampshire. He told us earlier today he's confident this will be a winning election night. We caught up with him early this afternoon at Winnacunnet High School. He started his day by voting at 7 a.m. at Newfields, where he lives, then made stops in his hometown of Salem, plus Windham and Bedford, and then finished back in Hampton. A capacity crowd of 400 expected to party here. The governor plans to join them in bowling and axe throwing, corn toss, and more, and says he expects his night will end with a victory speech and his fourth term as governor of New Hampshire.
Yeah, no, I feel very good. I'm glad that it's done. I'm glad that we've worked hard. If anything, there are times when you go, well, should we have tried this or done that? And at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. The cake is baked. You know, it's just a day to say thank you, have a little gratitude, relax a little bit, and then you just kind of see where the chips fall where they may.
So yesterday he said the cake was in the oven. Today he told us the cake is baked. If he wins tonight, he can bring that icing out. Live in Portsmouth, Jamie Staten, WMUR News 9.
Governor Sununu's opponent, Dr. Tom Sherman, also spent the day at polling locations today.
WMUR's Grace Feinerman in Manchester now, where he will be spending his election night. Hi, Grace.
Hi, gubernatorial candidate Dr. Tom Sherman says that he doesn't care about politics, he cares about people, and he says he thinks the people here in New Hampshire are ready for change. Dr. Sherman spent the first part of his election day greeting supporters at the polls. Here's where he stands on some issues. When it comes to energy, he says he's focused on renewable sources and investing in energy efficiency. Sherman believes we need to codify Roe v. Wade into state law. He says he doesn't believe we need an income tax or sales tax and says he would veto either if they came to his desk. Dr. Sherman is in favor of legalizing recreational marijuana and expanding medical marijuana.
I think people are ready for change. There's been a large number of people who have come out and said choice is what's driving them, cost is what's driving them, and under Chris Sununu, choice is now gone for 50% of the population.
Again, we're expecting Dr. Sherman to arrive here in just a few hours to speak to some of his supporters. Live in Manchester, Grace Feinerman, WMUR News 9.